Bonjour à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Je suis Anne-Sophie Morvan de chez StudiesUP. StudiesUP, donc le représentant des universités étrangères en France, dont les universités australiennes. Sachez que StudiesUP donc, est en mesure de vous aider, de vous accompagner dans toutes vos démarches pour partir sereinement à l'étranger. Aujourd'hui, nous allons faire une présentation avec Chanel Baker de Griffith University. Griffith University, qui est une université australienne située dans l'État du Queensland, sur la Gold Coast et Brisbane. Chanel, hi.
Hello, hi everyone, welcome. Thank you. It's my turn. So,
yes.
As you all know, Anne-Sophie with StudiesUP represents Griffith University in France and in Brussels as well, or Belgium. So I will present Griffith University. Anne-Sophie is very experienced working with us and has done for so many years. And then from here on, you'll go back to her and her colleague Shawnee, and they will help you with everything from here on. Okay, so I'll just share my screen now. What's happening? Have you given me share screen, Anne-Sophie?
Yes, I gave you. So you should be fine.
Here it is. Let's see. Why isn't it sharing? One participant. It's not sharing, Anne-Sophie.
It's not? Hang on, let me check.
It just says one participant can share.
Okay, okay, let me double check.
I think you need to go multiple.
Yeah, you should be fine now. Have a look.
No, still
not.
No.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Let me just see. Can you change it? It still says one participant can share at a time. So
yeah.
you have to go to multiple participants.
Yes.
So I'll go out of share here. Now try.
Hang on, this never happened to me. I usually have all that set up. Sorry, guys. We'll get there in a second. No, you should be fine.
Okay, let's see. One participant can share at a time. Multiple participants. Let's see.
Hang on, let me. Yeah, you are animator. You are the one animating.
Well, it's not coming up.
Do you have at the bottom partager l'écran, share the screen with the little?
Yeah, I have the shared screen on it. Can you see anything now?
No. We can see only you. Yes.
Only me. No. So it's not sharing. It's not sharing, guys.
But you are animator. You are. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know why it's not sharing. Let's see here. Share screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. Come on, share now. There it is. Sorry, here it comes. Right. Sorry,
wonderful.
There it is. Okay. So now I'll just put it on play here. Great. So as you might know, and as Anne-Sophie has already explained, Griffith University is based in Queensland, the state of Queensland in Australia. We're on the East Coast, and you can study in Brisbane or on the Gold Coast, which I'll explain more in a moment. And you can also see that we believe and strive and celebrate the remarkable. We're committed to inclusion, social justice and sustainability. And that's really where we're at when it comes to Griffith University. Right, what's going on now? Here it is. So I've just got to get rid of this here. Why does this sit here?
We don't see anything. We just see the PowerPoint. So that's
okay, yeah, fine.
Wonderful.
So you can see we're ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide. We're a research university as well, so that expertise flows down to your degree programs and everything that's taught in the programs. It's we talk about global impact through our teaching and research, and we really do make a difference for students to make a difference in the world. So we teach you that confidence as well, and that competence. And we have teachers that are awarded different awards every year. Let's let's see. We have 6 campuses. We have 50,000 students, in normal times, and that will come back very soon because now the Australian borders are open. We have normally 8,500 international students from 130 nationalities all over the world. We normally have 4,000 staff and over 200,000 graduates, which is fantastic. So the rankings are here, and I've got a real, what's happening? Just wait, I've got to get rid of this. I don't know how to get rid of it because I can't see this. All right, bad luck. We're ranked in the top universities worldwide, and you can see a list of the rankings here as well. And we really have good impact rankings in research as well. If you're interested, you'll find all this on the website. We have terrific rankings with subjects. So you can see nursing here is ranked #1 in the world, and 2 in the world and 1 at Griffith. Hospitality, tourism and management is all there as well, and marine and ocean engineering. So we're top in Australia with those. And you can see other rankings here, 50 to 100 and 101 to 200. All of this is on our website. You can see top teachers. So Griffith has received more national and state awards than any other university over the past years, which is fantastic. And we're very, very proud of this. So we keep our really good academic and our teachers, and that's because they're very happy with their students and of course their research students as well. Student satisfaction, this is really important for you. So we're in the top 10 in Australia, and you can see we have over 90% of overall satisfaction and happiness, which is great. You can see arrival experience, learning experience, living and support services. All of these items are really important for you as an international student, and the students are extremely well supported when they're down there. Inclusion. So Griffith really stands for inclusion. We embrace diversity and inclusion, and we make sure that the community is really supported by this, so it's safe and secure and very comfortable for you, no matter who you are and your beliefs or what you stand for. It's fantastic. Sustainability. We were the first Australian university to have a school of environment in Australia, so that's really outstanding. And by 2025, we are committed to and for continuous improvement in sustainability, and we have all of these items that we'll be working on. Innovation and entrepreneurship. It's really, really big at Griffith, and it's popular now, especially after this pandemic time when so many young people have come into this innovation and entrepreneurship thinking and abilities to do that. So you can even do a 3-day startup if you're doing a full degree program in no matter what area you study. And that's great on your CV. So think about that if you want to get into this field with your own business or company or whatever it might be. You can still start online and finish on campus, but the borders are open now, the Australian borders, and we're just waiting for the Queensland border to get 90% vaccination through the population in the state of Queensland, and then there will be no quarantine restrictions in Queensland, which is how it stands at the moment. We have 6 campuses. You can see the map here. We're on the east coast of Australia, beautiful spot. We have Nathan, Mount Gravatt and South Bank campuses in Brisbane. Brisbane is the 3rd largest capital in Australia with about 2.3 million in population. Then you have the very popular Gold Coast campus, which is about 45 minutes by car, an hour by train south of Brisbane, and the Logan campus located in between. And of course, you've got the digital campus, which is always available to you. It's a beautiful climate, subtropical. In the winter, it can get down to 9 degrees at night, up to 21 during the day. In the summer, 19, 20, 21 at night, and 29, 30, 31 degrees during the day. Great temperature. So don't take too many clothes because you're not going to wear them. Transportation, we use public transport. You never need a car at Griffith, and you'll catch the bus, the train, the ferry, the tram, light rail, ride your bike, walk from wherever you live to the campuses, or you might live on campus, depending what you prefer. The Gold Coast campus, it's our largest campus. We offer a lot of health sciences there. So if you're interested in studying anything to do with health, like psychology, you can study on the Gold Coast campus, but you can also study at the Brisbane campuses. Mount Gravatt also offers psychology and different areas out there. Here's more about the Gold Coast campus. So it shows you a fantastic shot. The campus is on the right, the hospitals on the left. So there's the big public hospital and the private hospitals there. So it's the health precinct area of Southeast Queensland. And you will just catch a tram, the light rail, from wherever you're living. And most students like to live right down on the beach, on the surf beach, which you can see behind me. And the apartments down here that you can see behind me, many of them are available. They're fully furnished and they're available for rent. So many students choose to live down there, which is only about maximum 28 minutes on the light rail tram to the university. The light rail leaves every 7 minutes and takes maximum 28 minutes, depending where you live down there. So that's up to you. Otherwise, you've got on-campus accommodation, the pool, the Olympic-sized track and field facility, 2 gyms, beach volleyball, and lots else. So this is the regional area of Southeast Queensland. And those of you that might be interested in perhaps staying on after your degree program, if you do a 3-year bachelor's degree or a 2-year master's degree, you will be eligible to apply for the post-study work visa. If you study on the Gold Coast campus, that will be 3 years in duration, and if you study at the Brisbane campuses, 2 years. And Sophie with StudiesUP will give you more information about this. The Nathan campus, it's in Brisbane, 13,000 students. It's our second largest campus up there onshore. And we have all the different areas there, business, engineering. You've got the Mount Gravatt campus right across. You've got environmental, humanities, law, and so much else. So between the Nathan campus and the Gold Coast campus, you can pretty much study everything. Here's a look at the Nathan campus. All the natural trees and everything is left there. We try to preserve that because we're an environmentally focused university. Sustainability is important. And you've got a lot of wildlife on campus. It's very, very beautiful. Mount Gravatt campus, as you can see, is just across the highway. Here we offer criminology, psychology, teacher education, and those areas are also offered on the Gold Coast campus, but there's a shuttle bus going between the two, and it goes every 20 minutes or 30 minutes, I believe. It's free of charge. So you've got about 4,000 students on the Mount Gravatt campus, and you've got on-campus accommodation on Mount Gravatt, on Nathan, and on the Gold Coast campus. South Bank campus is right in the middle of Brisbane, right on the river, and it's on the arts precinct side of the river, so it's really happening over there. You can see here we've got the Griffith Film School, which is the largest in Australia, the Queensland College of Art, and the Conservatorium of Music. So it's all there for you right in Brisbane if that's where you want to be, if your program is being offered there or your study abroad subjects. We even have the man-made beach here, so you can do exercise with your swimming in the morning, and it opens up to the public. This is right out the front, just meters from our campuses. The Logan campus, it's situated between Gold Coast and Brisbane. What's going on? Yeah, you can catch the ferry even, depending where you're living on South Bank in Brisbane. You can even catch the ferry to the South Bank campus if that's what you want to do. The Gold Coast, this is how it is, and it's like this almost every day. If you're living down on the beachfront or on the Gold Coast campus, you'll be on the beach a lot if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you can go and do all your walking, your bushwalking and your hiking with the hinterland, which is just 20 minutes from the coast. It's a beautiful spot. Outdoor living, both in Brisbane and the Gold Coast, Southeast Queensland, it's social, it's spontaneous, you eat out, it's affordable with eating out, takeaway, and we even have BYO, bring your own alcohol to the restaurants, which makes it cheaper for you, and it gives you that opportunity to choose your own beverages rather than what they put on a menu. This is where you can live, like I explained before. You can live right down here, if not on the beachfront, very, very close. And you just walk to the end of the street here, and the light rail has stops all along, and you just catch that back and forth to the university. On the Gold Coast, we have the big pool. We have a pool at Mount Gravatt as well. You have 2 gyms, and one of them offers Les Mills classes as well. Beach volleyball. You've got the tram, the light rail going back and forth from wherever you're living. And you've got bars, restaurants, cafes of all different types on all campuses. It's very social. You've got live trading rooms at Nathan in Brisbane and on the Gold Coast for the economics and the finance students, business students. And you've got options. So if you don't meet the full degree entry requirement, you can also do a foundation pathway program, which is a diploma, and you would do that for 1 year, and then you would do the 2nd and 3rd year of the bachelor's degree, and you can do that for the master's degree as well, which is just half a year with Griffith College and then into the master's program. We also have the English Language Institute for those of you that wish to do English. It starts every 5 weeks. It's at the Gold Coast and the Nathan campus. And you've got a direct entry program. So you go into this program to do your English, and as long as you're passed, you're guaranteed to go into your bachelor's degree. And Sophie, StudiesUP know all about this, and they can help you further. Key dates, we have a trimester system. You can start in March, early March, July, or October, November. So you've got 3 start dates at Griffith. And I think for you in France, if I'm not wrong, I think trimester 2 in July is probably a good date for you to start.
July or October. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, one or the other. So July, October. You've got over 200 degrees in all these fields. So the areas we don't offer at Griffith are vet science, optometry, and petroleum engineering are a couple, but mostly we offer almost everything at Griffith when it comes to degrees. So you've got the Griffith Business School. It is AACSB accredited, which is important, and lots of good rankings here. You've got all the areas that you can study, which are listed here, and within that you've got lots of degrees. This is in Brisbane and the Gold Coast. You've got double master's degrees, so you can do 2 combination master's degrees in 2 years total. That's a nice opportunity for many of you. And if you've got a bachelor's degree, let's say in arts or in engineering or in whatever it might be, you can go into a business degree with a different bachelor. So we call those career changing master's degrees as well. Sport, we're really renowned at sport at Griffith, and you've got lots of bachelor's degrees where you can do sport related areas if your passion is sport. And for example, you've got the Bachelor of Business with the major in sports management, event management, that type of thing. Lots of different programs, as you can see here. In the Tokyo Olympics in 2020, we had 45 students from Griffith with alumni, 45 students and alumni that competed. And the Griffith team won 19 medals, which contributed to more than 30% of all the Australians that received medals at the Tokyo Olympics. We also had 9 students and alumni athletes compete in the Paralympics, which is fantastic. So Griffith supports disability, no matter what it is. You are welcome at Griffith. Diversity, all of that. Criminology and law, very popular. We have the oldest criminology school in Australia and one of the largest in the world. Law and legal studies is ranked very well in Australia and throughout the world as well. These are the types of programs you have in criminology and criminal justice and law. Education, so you've got teacher education. We specialise in autism at Griffith, and you can see the different types of programs you can do if you're interested in teacher education. Engineering, IT and aviation, very popular, and here are the types of programs that you can do. Architecture, construction and planning, very popular at Griffith. Urban and environmental planning. Humanities, languages and social sciences, always popular, and fantastic internships as well within this particular area. So these are the types of areas you can study here, as well as your languages. Medicine, dentistry and health. So it's really highly ranked in the world with nursing, as you can see here. We have fantastic health clinics open to the public on campus and at the hospital across the road. Beautiful facilities, and these are the areas that we offer, including psychology. The Bachelor of Psychology is a 4-year degree at Griffith. So you've got graduate outcomes in this field. So if anyone is interested in staying on in Australia after they graduate, you can see the outcome for graduates in Australia when they finish their health science related type degrees. So it's very high and very probable that you're going to get jobs straight away, if not before you have finished your degree. Music and Performing Arts, the Queensland Conservatorium of Music. It's beautiful, it's elite, it's ranked 49 in the world. It's fantastic if your passion is music. So here you have lots of areas that we cover, including popular music as music technology as well, are majors within the Bachelor of Music. Science, environment, so you've got the environmental school in there, and lots of other areas here, including your forensic science and very popular marine biology. The Visual and Creative Arts, the Queensland College of Art and the Film School are at South Bank and on the Gold Coast for the Queensland College of Art. And as I mentioned, it's Australia's largest film school, and these are the areas that you can study. So animation, games design, film and screen media production are offered at the Queensland College of Art and the Film School in Brisbane on South Bank, but everything else is offered on the Gold Coast and in South Bank. Study abroad. Those of you that are interested in doing 1 or 2 trimesters abroad, you can go straight from high school, or you can do this as part of your degree at home. And I think we've got students from ISEP and SUP Biotech here in the audience. This is what you'll be doing. So you choose either 3 courses or 4 courses. 4 courses is equivalent to 30 ECTS. If you do 4 courses, you are welcome to do a 5th course for free. And that 5th course could be something from another field, but it also could be the community internship. So lots of different areas you can do. If you choose 2 business subjects courses, you can do the Business Plus co-curricular employability program, which is free of charge. That's in the business school, but you must choose 2 business subjects to do that. We have scholarships, and the first 2, merit and excellence. The merit is 20% tuition fee for the whole degree, and the excellence is 25%. And as long as you maintain your grade point average each trimester, you are able to keep that going all the way through your degree. The remarkable scholarship is 50%. This is for full degrees only, and this one you have to apply for. But the others, when you put your application in with StudiesUP, you will get the scholarship awarded automatically if you meet the criteria. Tuition fee guarantee. So universities normally put their fees up every year. They increase every year, but at Griffith, yours will not increase more than 2.5% year on year. So you can work out your budget from before you leave France or Belgium as to what it's going to be. This is for full degree. So a 2.5% cap on year tuition fees for full degree programs. We give you credit for prior learning. So this is typically in France for the Paris School of Business, the Paris School of Technology and Business, ISC and IPAG. You've got the 2+1. So we give you credit, and you will do 80 credit points, which is 60 ECTS 1 year at Griffith to get the Griffith Bachelor of Business, normally majoring in international business or other areas. And Sophie and StudiesUP know all this. This is what they do, and you'll go to them to get more information. Employability, so we've got a 5-star for this. It's fantastic. You've got work integrated learning, internships, industry placements, and lots of other areas that you can do in all your degrees. The community internship is 7.5 ETCS equivalent, 10 credit points at Griffith, and you can do this as part of a study abroad program, 1 course, 1 subject, or in any full degree program. And we find the internship place for you in the field of your study. and it's voluntary. It's fantastic. You will put this on your CV. It's a great icebreaker for when you go for interviews, and it's about contribution and reflection. You'll do at least 50 hours with the non-for-profit or community organisation. It's about equalising and disadvantage. You will do a presentation at the end and write a paper. When things go back to normal, you can also do outgoing mobility to other countries in the world as part of your full degree, if you want to do that. Internships are also available in that field. Careers and employment services, we have an office down there. We help you become job ready. We help you with your resumes, your CVs, your cover letters. We offer you the assistance to work while you study down there as well. The cost of living, we estimate by the Australian government, it's their recommendation of about $20,290 per year for living. That's in addition to your tuition. But you can see here with the accommodation, sharing a house off campus or an apartment is cheaper than living on campus in your own little room. So those of you that might share an apartment fully furnished or a house with other students will find it cheaper per week. We always go per week in Australia, but StudiesUP will help you with these questions as well. Work while you study. You can work a maximum of 40 hours every 2 weeks while you're studying, and 40 hours full-time during the holiday periods. All of you will have this opportunity, and you'll receive all this information in orientation. The National Minimum Wage Award in Australia is really good, so you earn good money, and it's fantastic on your CV. So many students do work while they study. They work part-time, and mostly the Australian students do too. So that's traditional in Australia. Accommodation on campus, off campus, whatever you prefer. Off campus, you've got to think about the cost of the rent per week, the utilities like electricity, gas, water, that type of thing. So water's normally included, electricity and gas is not. Then you've got to think of your internet connection, how you're going to do that. You'll probably do it individually. And if you're going to rent off campus, sharing with other students, you will need something temporary for when you first get there. So often Airbnb, very cheap, or the backpackers are very popular and great in Australia as well when you first get there. Free airport pickup. We pick you up from the airport when you arrive. You will pre-book that before you leave at least 72 hours prior, and you can go in and change that if you get delayed along the way. Student life, it's fantastic, it's vibrant, it's positive, and it's just so good down there at Griffith. You've got your sport, fitness clubs, societies, market days, everything that you want is down there. And remember, it's diverse, so the diversity really stands for you. Our Griffith mates, this is uniquely Griffith. These are second and third year students. So you can be a Griffith mates and apply for this if you want to, if you're doing a full degree in your second or third year. It's about making new friends, practicing your English, doing lots of activities on campus, off campus every day, all weekend. And then you've got volunteering like bush care, beach care, you've got the buddy program, and I highly recommend you get involved. This is the way you meet people in Australia, Australian students and people from all over the world. And some of the friends you make will be lifetime friends. This is what happens when you get involved like this. It's wonderful. Peer-to-peer, some of the Griffith mates are still down there. When the pandemic started, they stayed. So we've got 2 students representing Europe that we use for this, and you can contact them. I will send this link through to Anne-Sophie once we're done. You can contact them now, today, and they'll get right back to you, normally within 24 hours or 72 hours over the weekend. But they're students doing full degrees. They're there. They live there, they share their apartments, they're studying on campus. They've been on campus since August 2020, yeah. So they're just into Griffith and they're studying there right now. They can answer all your questions. So you can go straight to a student that's from Europe. Lisette is from Switzerland. She's doing the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business with a major in sport management. But Nicole from the Czech Republic, she's doing a Bachelor of Science with a major in marine biology. They can help you right away and talk to you back and forth. It's such good, the ability to talk to a real student in real time is fantastic. So we give you fantastic support that I mentioned earlier. Anything with your English, it might be a presentation, it could be an assignment. They will look at it, they will help you and give you ideas as to how to better yourself and make it stronger. It's free of charge. Make sure you book in advance so you get times. And the international student advisory staff are there for you to support you personally with anything at all. And they help you with academic questions as well. Health and wellbeing is there, and disability services are available for any student from anywhere. And they will contact you well in advance before you leave France or Belgium, and give you all the services and all the information, and they're with you all the way down there as well. So that's my last slide, everyone. So over to you, Anne-Sophie. I'll stop sharing and maybe we can do some
question and answers. Yeah, thank you so much, Chanel.
It's a pleasure.
It was fantastic. I can't wait to, to go back and visit Griffith again. Anyway, everyone, I think you got a good overall of what Griffith offer, all the support, all these wonderful campuses they have, depending on what you want to study. I think that was very important. And also, like Chanel mentioned, Australia reopened their borders yesterday. So I think this is just a wonderful news, and hoping for a good 2022 for those of you that wish to go and study in Australia next year. I think the best thing will be for any of you to feel free and just switch on back your microphone and basically just ask questions. I think that's the best. If everyone wants to start, you can ask questions in English or in French, doesn't matter. Hello, Marvin. Any of you've got questions? Or you can put in the chat if some of you are in classes or you have many people around, feel free. Marvin.
Excusez-moi.
Oui.
Oui, bonjour. En anglais ou en français?
En anglais, si c'est possible, pour Chanel, ouais, ce serait mieux.
Ok.
Mais si tu préfères en français, je traduis, il n'y a pas de problème.
Ouais, il n'y a aucun problème. Bah, après, oh, ok, no problem. Just, I want to have information about, because now I'm finishing my bachelor in digital marketing, and it's university is very attractive. It's very important to me to be a student there, and I would like to be to make a master digital marketing. And about the IELTS, about the points, how many credits can you do I have to have to be a student there?
Well, if you've got a bachelor degree, you can straight apply for the master. You won't have any issue as long as you've got a bachelor degree. Okay. You can apply. That's one thing, and all depend, of course, of your level of during your bachelor. And then the second thing will be the English, the IELTS or the TOEFL to sit. I don't know how you feel about your English. Seems okay to me, but.
Okay, so to depend the credits, to depend the points, and I can be a student there. But
yeah, you do that.
Okay,
you do that.
Okay.
And it depends what master's degree you apply for. But if you apply for a master's degree and do a specialty in the field similar to what you've done before, which is digital marketing, let's say marketing, you can receive up to 40 credit points, which is 30 ECTS, which will shorten your master's degree. And Sophie will help you with that. And you'll need to do the IELTS or the TOEFL test. You need to do that for a master's degree. All students do that.
Okay.
And Sophie will help you with that and explain where to book and how soon and all that type of thing.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, and my second question, because it froze very quickly about your presentation, about the rent in a campus. How much of the rent per month?
It depends where and how you want to live. So if you want to share an apartment, which most do because it's a bit cheaper if you share with other students,
sure.
It's normally, if you pay $160 each a week, you're going to get a pretty good apartment. A really
okay.
Really good apartment. And I think you'd have your own bathroom as well. You'd have your own bedroom and bathroom. And many of those apartments have balconies off each bedroom. And room. So it's comfortable living. And keep in mind, though, that on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane, you live outside. You don't, you know, here in Europe, you sit in bed and you do your stuff because it's winter and whatever. We don't do that down there. Down there, you might study in the living room. You might study back at the university. But generally, you're outdoors, you know, so it's just about finding a fully furnished situation, sharing with other students.
Yeah, sure.
Very
sure.
easy. And
Okay.
it's cheaper than living on campus in your own dormitory. And there is an accommodation website. And when we're finished, I'll send all this through to Anne-Sophie, all these links, and she will send them on to you. And you'll see an accommodation link. You'll see you know, the students I mentioned about talking to us, those students down there. You can contact them too and ask them, where do you live? How does it work? What do you pay? How much per week? Get on to them and talk to them.
Okay, no problem. Okay, okay. And but how can I contact them?
I'll send you a link.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Je te contacte après, en fait, je t'enverrai un lien avec toutes les informations à la suite de notre session d'info.
Pas de souci, super. Ok, pas de souci. Ouais, c'est vraiment important. Franchement, c'est incroyable. Hein, leur université, c'est pas possible. C'est mieux qu'en France, carrément.
Ah, bah, c'est sûr que les universités australiennes ne sont pas tout à fait... voilà, ce sont des très gros campus à l'américaine. Donc, c'est une ville dans la ville, en fait, des universités australiennes.
Ouais, ça se voit comme quoi c'est vivant, c'est très aimable.
Exactement. Je vois que Marvin nous a mis une question également. Marvin can't speak because he's in a classroom, but he's just asking. That's a good question, actually, Chanel.
Yeah.
Are international students mixed in the same classes as local students?
Yes. Yeah, they are. And if you get in all the students, what we do, like orientation takes place the week before the lecture start. All of that is mixed. You're not separated. We don't do a separate one for internationals and domestics. We do it all together. And then with the Griffith mates that I showed you, the Griffith mates, if you get involved with them, they're international and domestic students. And then you get to know the Australians as well. And those students have cars, they pick you up, they go surfing, they go shopping. You know, I mean, you get integrated into society down there, and that's what you want. Okay, so I really recommend you get there in time for orientation, or even well before that, so you find what you want to live. You can live on campus as well, and you get involved with the Griffith mates. You'll see the Griffith mates. There's red tents everywhere, and they wear red t-shirts, and they're everywhere. They're fantastic. This is what you do, and you'll have a fantastic time. Everyone is so excited now. First of all, we are excited down at Griffith to receive the students that we've missed for so long. And the students in Europe are just busting to get down there. There's so much excitement. It's incredible. They're going down. They arrived today. Today, some of them. And even their representatives in country like you, Anne-Sophie, they didn't even know. They don't know. They're down there. They've gone. Yeah. They saw a flight and they're gone. They're out.
I'm sure they are. So many are waiting.
Yeah, but we're ready down there. We're ready to receive you.
To share with all of you, StudiesUP has been sending students to Griffith University for more than 15 years, and no joke, we never had any issue. They all want to stay on, to stay in Australia as much as they can, because it's actually the year of their life to be over there. The campus is so wonderful. You make so many friends. Australians are so friendly that anyway you will mix with all sorts of students, local and international. You will make friends from all around the world. And the climate in Gold Coast and Brisbane, you've got more than 310 days, I think, of sun there. So like Chanel mentioned, you don't really need to bring any big jacket. That will not be necessary. So yes.
Yeah. And, you know, people are very accepting in Australia, and there's a lot of laughter. Okay, you think when you get there, you'll think it's very casual. Well, it is, but people have a great way to work hard and have a fantastic lifestyle. Yeah. They have this great balance. So when work's finished, study, then they live the life. It's so much like that. So it's not that serious as what it is in Europe. I live in Sweden. I'm in Sweden. It's pretty serious up here, you know, life's pretty serious. But down in Australia, it is too, when it comes to work and achievements and all, you know, study.
Well, They work hard, play hard over there.
Yeah,
you know?
That's right. Good fun. So there's a lot of laughter and people just accept one another and they don't care where they're from or whatever. It's good fun in Australia. Young. It's a young country. Yeah.
It is. Indeed.
Yeah. Do we have more questions?
Yes, I can see all classes will be sometime online. This is a question. Well, if we back
No, I found out today, I had a meeting today. Lectures with 100 or more will be online, but the smaller lectures are face-to-face. They're already face-to-face. So remember, we've been on campus since August in 2020. We've been on campus. So all of this year and, you know, the bottom end of last year, almost half of the year before, the students have been on campus. So the tutorials after the lectures are all face-to-face when you're on campus. So, and then study abroad. Now, if you're going for study abroad, you can choose all your courses, but if you choose online courses, they will continue to be delivered online. If you choose face-to-face, you'll be face-to-face. And once you get down there, you can't change the courses. Well, you can up until about 5 weeks after you start. I think it is, Anne-Sophie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right? No, I think it's just before census date, course change date cutoff.
Yeah.
But you want to be careful with that. But Anne-Sophie and
will help with that.
Yeah. So everything's there. And some of the courses are offered face-to-face, blended and online. So if you've got a blended course, delivered blended, you can do online and face-to-face if you want to. Yeah. But the more you attend the classes, the better it is, the better marks you'll get as well. If you go to tutorials, you get extra marks if you go to the tutorials. So they happen after the lecture. You have a matching tutorial that you choose. And with the scheduling, when you choose your classes, you do that yourself. So you watch your email. Always watch your email. Everything's there. And then one night you're going to get up in the middle of the night because of the time difference, and you're going to sit there and put all your classes together. Okay?
Yeah.
That's how it works. It's good. It's really good. So you'll see that. So you might organize it that you're on campus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but you're not there on Thursday, Friday, or just Thursday morning and you're off Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if you're working part-time while you're studying, that's a great opportunity for work. Because down there we have late night shopping in the retail. And if you work in retail, not the service industry, but the retail on a Sunday, you get extra money, extra time. Okay. So that's how the students make the money. And it's all legal, of course. You've got your working permit. Yeah.
Yes, because in fact, what Chanel mentioned is that you will do your agenda for the trimester before you arrive, and basically you pick, you know, the courses you will be studying, and then you go on your online portal of Griffith and you will realize that you will be able to do your own agenda, which allow you to be 2-3 days on campus and then to organize yourself so you can get a job on the side. So it's really balanced. And many students are always asking, well, is it possible to actually have a job on the side? Is it feasible? But it is. It's actually totally fine. Yeah. All our students in the past already, they all had a job. And like mentioned Chanel, is that if you work on weekends, you get even more paid, so which is always good.
in the retail, my daughter was there. She did a 3-year bachelor. She's Swedish and half Australian, half Swedish. And she worked at Billabong, Quicksilver and Nike. And, you know, when they work on a Sunday, they get the extra time. Yeah. So she always worked, if she could, on a Sunday and public holidays, you know, you get really good. But also she was involved also with the students on campus, the Australian students. And I remember they had the Indy, the car race down there. And one of the girls in the classroom, her dad was something to do with that, an organizer or had a company or something. He was involved. And he wanted a couple of people, a couple of women or guys or whatever, both, to work that weekend. It was a long weekend. And she did, and she got big money for that project. Yeah. Actually, she had a bit of a cold and she said, no, I have to work it. I have to do it because I'm going to make so much money out of this, you know. So the more you associate with the students on campus, the Australian and the other international students through the Griffith Mates or whatever, the more opportunity, the more integration you will have.
Yeah, and talking about that, there are so many clubs and societies, sports club and cultural clubs. You can be part of it. Basically, often students say to me, hey, but between the classes and all the animation and what's happening, we don't have enough time to do everything. So they even get frustrated. So, but you will see you will see your semester or your year just going like that so quickly. It's so enjoyable. So yes.
And if any of you have problems, or you feel, you know, lonely, or any type of anxiety or upsetness within yourself, you go and see a student advisor and they help you. It rarely happens, but it can. Something can happen at home that you never predict, that you'd never know. But otherwise, it's fantastic. It is.
It really is. And truly let us know as well. You know, we want to get in touch anyway with you guys once you arrive there and see what's happening. And if any of you want us to put in touch with other French students that will be living at the same time, we're more than happy to introduce each other and create a WhatsApp group, and you can all get in touch and maybe even catch the same plane. You know, all of that is possible, of course. So please feel free to let us know.
So, but normally that's not a problem, but it's positive, and you meet people, you grow, you really develop, you learn when you're abroad, studying like this, living with other people, sharing with other people. You put yourself outside your comfort zone, so you develop within. It's your personal development, not just studying, but your personal development. You understand where your limitations are, what you can take, what you can't take. You learn that, you know, and that can be quite challenging. It can be a little bit confronting. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you can think, wow, you know, this is a bit challenging. Yeah, that's normal. That's how it should be, because it's the development that goes on. So, but most of it, everything's positive. We don't see so much negativity at all. We don't really. But it can happen. Things can happen. My daughter's friend, when she went down, she was studying a full degree as well, and her dog died back in Sweden. Well, that was really big for her, really big, because he was old. So, you know, he was going to die anyway, but he'd been with her all her life. That was really big for her. That rocked her. So she went in and saw a student advisor. That's what I mean. It can be something that seems so not so important. Well, it is important. It is important when you're away, you know, and we respect that and we realize that. So that's what I mean. Things that you don't predict, that you would never think of, can happen, and then you need a little bit of you know, a hot chocolate, someone to talk to, and you feel good when you go. You feel okay. You can manage. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true that students, even when we speak with the parents afterwards, when the students are back, they realize how their daughter or their son really grew up and feel so much more confident. And even, you know, you face a new culture, a new language, and you will come back with fluent English. And what's wonderful as well is the fact that you are in classes with local students and other international students, but then you may have a different mindset. You might have a different culture. So in fact, you may not be thinking the same way. So it's wonderful, because you learn so much that you're abroad so much. Really, it's wonderful. Yes.
And then when you return back to France, this is where you've got the edge and the advantage with job interviews, because they know, the employers know, the HR organizations know. Those that have studied abroad have an edge. They have that, they're robust, they're strong. Yeah. They can handle things so much better. They can pick up on things so much better. And if you put them in a cross-cultural situation, which Australia is so very cross-cultural on so many levels, the students can handle it, and they handle it really well. They've done it. They've had to do it. So this is where you do extremely well job-wise when you get back. And that community internship that I mentioned to you all, you can do that as part of a study abroad trimester as one course, or you can do it as part of your full degree. And in your full degree, you've got integrated learning with different organizations that we put you into, and lots of other things. If you're doing sciences or health, you're doing all your clinical, your field work and that type of thing as well. It's fabulous what we offer. And
it's quite unique, your community internship. So the community internship, guys, it's actually un stage, en fait, qui est un des sujets proposés par Griffith. C'est un service gratuit de la part de l'université et c'est un stage où vous faites à peu près 50 heures. C'est du volontariat, hein. Ne vous attendez pas à être payé pour des stages en Australie. Mais c'est un réel plus aussi sur votre CV. Et comme disait Chanel, ça peut être pour quelqu'un qui fait un full degree, donc soit un bachelor, un master, mais également pour ceux qui vont là-bas juste pour un semestre. Donc, c'est un gros plus aussi à mettre comme expérience sur votre CV. Sorry, I spoke in French.
I get some of it. I did French at school, but I can't remember. I love being in France when I'm with Anne-Sophie because it starts coming back. I love it. Beautiful. Yeah, but that was the community internship.
Yeah, that's wonderful because for France, for in Europe, you know, French and German, they all expect to do some kind of internship. So it's really a big plus that Griffith actually offer. And also for the one that want to do full degree, the fact that you offer them the possibility also to do a semester in one of your partners abroad. If a student is there for 3 years, he wants to go one semester in Canada or in the US or South America or somewhere in Europe or Asia, he can do that with no extra. So I think that's something Griffiths offer that is also a great opportunity.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
So it's up to you. We offer a lot of student enrichment, we call them opportunities, but it's up to you what you want to do. Okay, but you'll see all this when you get down there and you go into the student mobility office and they put stuff out on your email. You've got to watch your email all the time and you'll see all these opportunities. Yeah, fantastic.
Any other questions? Chanel and I, we speak a lot, but
can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Hugo.
Okay.
Vas-y.
So I was wondering, to be part of a StudiesUP program, you need to certify your level in English, right?
Yes.
And is having the B2 level with the TOEFL ITP exam accepted by your university, or we need the TOEFL IBT?
No, you're from the Leona? Yes.
Yep.
Now your is accepted. Your internal TOEFL IPT is accepted already for Griffiths. So that's no problem.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. So I have another question too.
Yeah, go for it. Go.
Yeah, cool. As part of a studio board, can we take any courses, or does it have to be related to our major in college?
Well, you will see your school will ask to actually tick the box and actually validate the subject you're going to choose. They will give you a list, they will pre-select, and you pick and choose from those. So it has to be relevant to what you're studying right now. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Because you need to have credit back home. Yeah. But like Chanel mentioned, there is a 5th subject that is free that you can take, and it can be in totally different area. So if you love to learn a language, I don't know, Japanese, or if you love photography or design, nothing stops you to actually take one of these courses extra for free.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Or you can do the community internship, which is one course. You can do that as well as your 5th course.
Or you can do le stage comme 5e sujet.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. No, with that, I think Griffith is wonderful because they've got so much extra to offer to all of you. So you're never bored, that's for sure. You've got many things, many opportunities. And again, think of your CV when you head back to France. With all these great opportunities you can add on. So I think it's wonderful. And if you want really to be involved on the campus, be part of one of the association clubs and so on, I think that's very, very important as well. So there are a lot of opportunity there. Any other question?
Sorry, go on.
Sorry.
I was just going to say too, when you go down, just think, no one knows you down there. Do what you want to do, be what you want to be, stand outside the box. You can reach a little bit more that way or that way. No one knows you. It's a great feeling, you know.
Yeah.
You can extend yourself. No one knows you. It's wonderful. So think about that. Go on, Anne-Sophie. Any questions?
No, but I think quite a few needs to go because they're going back to class.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, everyone. It was
just another
wonderful.
one, please.
Yes, Hugo, vas-y.
Okay, do you know where we can find the list of association and or club of the website on the website?
Yes, I will send it to you right after.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we can get in touch. You've got my details, so we can have a chat, the two of us.
Okay.
Take care.
Fantastic, everyone. Well, you know where Anne-Sophie is, and StudiesUP represent Griffith with all that experience. And then you've got me here. I'm in Sweden, so we can always set up, you know, one-to-one interviews as well if you want anything. But I will send a list of links through to Anne-Sophie now, and she will send them on to you. So that will be everything to do with the Griffith Mates, the accommodation, the students that you can speak to straight away, the study abroad courses site. I've got everything there, so you'll see all that.
Wonderful.
And then we'll see you down there.
Yes.
I'm just as excited as you guys, right? But you're going for me.
We all want to go back to Australia. It's such an amazing country, guys.
Oh.
If you can go, do it. No worries about that. That's for sure. It's a dream country, a lovely place.
And I just want to say, I think you're all amazing, gone through what you've gone through because you're young. And I think now, with the situation, you just look forward to positive times. We know how to manage, we know what to do, we know what not to do in this situation with the pandemic. And now we move forward. We just move forward. The Australian borders are open as of yesterday.
Yes.
So we're good to go. So keep in touch with Anne-Sophie, StudiesUP. They're professional, they help you with everything. And they also, those of you from the schools, PSB, POL, whatever, they know your international people, they work with them directly.
Yes.
So, and I'm here as well if you would like any supplemental meetings or, you know, anything like that. I'm always here for you.
Wonderful.
Which Anne-Sophie will set up for you.
Yeah, of course, anytime. Any last question? I can see people still connecting. Do you have any quick question we may not have answered, or otherwise you can always give me a ring afterwards in the next few days? No questions? Okay, I think we covered quite a bit, but sometimes question comes afterwards, so please feel free to drop me an email, or we get in touch anyway. Chanel, have a lovely break, a lovely Christmas, everyone.
Yeah,
and
thank you to all of you.
Yes.
Stay safe, enjoy, and make this a relaxing one too, because we can relax off a bit now. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and we keep in touch. Thank you, Chanel.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks,
Take care. À bientôt.
Bye.
Au revoir tout le monde.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.